Well, tough times are certainly prompting many people to curl up with a good romantic book instead of perhaps a fancy night on the town that's going to cost you a lot of money. Well, romance novels can provide that perfect escape for some folks. And joining us now is author Julie James, who wrote Practice Makes Perfect. Nice to have you here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me here.
Why don't we go ahead and start off with kind of right now it is tough economic times. What do you think about the lure of a romance novel? Why are folks maybe doing that and picking up a book that's cheap as opposed to going out?
Well, I think there's a couple things going on. It's interesting. U.S. News and World Report just did this study on the 10 markets that are succeeding despite the recession. And
Candy.
Exactly. Chocolate was one of them. Another one was Hollywood, and another one was romance novels. And book sales are a little bit down right now, but romance novels are up. Sales are up for romance novels, and I think there's a couple reasons for that. I think there's a practical aspect to things. Romance novels are often published in mass market paperback, which means they cost $6.99 or $7.99. And I think more than ever, readers appreciate the value of being able to be entertained for 1 day, 2 days, however long it takes you to read a book, for $7 or $8. But I think there's also something more fundamental going on, which is that in times of economic tough times, people are maybe more stressed. They have more to worry about. And I think that readers are turning to well-written stories that have a happy ending. I think that there's sort of a comfort with romance novels. You know that in the end, good things are going to happen to the good characters that you've been following, along the way. And I think that right now that's something that appeals to people and something that they're gravitating toward.
Right, a happy ending,
that's
not wanting to be depressed necessarily because you just paid your bills in real life and you have to go deal with something.
That's right.
Well, let's talk about your new book, Practice Makes Perfect, then. It's about two attorneys, and we're going to talk about your former career as an attorney in just a minute. But tell us about these two attorneys. A man and woman don't necessarily like each other, a little friction there.
That's right, lots of friction. They have worked together for 8 years, and outwardly at least they're complete opposites. She's sort of this liberal feminist type, he's much more conservative. But they've kept it, their arguments between the two of them to put on, airs at the firm and everything. But that all changes when they're shocked to find out that only one of them is going to be made partner, and it sort of becomes this all-out battle of the sexes between the two of them to be the one that the firm chooses.
Well, this kind of makes me wonder then, since you're a former attorney, how much of this was based on your experience as an attorney here practicing in Chicago and kind of taking that experience and putting it into a book?
Yeah, well, the lawyer in me has to emphasize that this is a work of fiction. Any semblances to people is that's purely a coincidence. But I worked at a large law firm for 6 years here in Chicago, and certainly it enables me to get into the mindset of these characters and understand their motivations and ambitions.
So how was that jump when you finally decided, because right now a lot of people perhaps who are facing tough times financially are thinking maybe this is the time I should jump from one career and try something totally different, and you did that. You were a lawyer and now you're writing these books. How was that jump for you?
It was, it was not an easy one. I loved practicing law. I really liked being a lawyer. It was just one of those things that once I started writing, I started with screenwriting, and once I started with that, as much as I liked being a lawyer, I just loved writing that much more, and it became one of those things that I felt that if I didn't do, I would look back and regret not having done. So, but it was tough. It was tough, and it's certainly different being a full-time writer instead of going into a law office every day.
Right. I was asking her about her schedule instead of that get to the law office, stay there all day. What's your schedule like now? And certainly this provides you some flexibility, but you're at the computer quite a bit, aren't you?
Oh yeah, at least 8 hours a day. I mean, you have with writing you have to treat it like a job. It's a job like anything else, and you have to sit down and you have to do it. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You've had a very interesting book there, and nice happy ending.
Yes, definitely.
We're not going to get depressed at the end now that we talked about all these happy thoughts.
It's a fun book. So, well, thank you for having me here.
Thank you. Well, once again, the title of the book is called Practice Makes Perfect by Julie James, and you can also find Julie's blog at juliejamesbooks.com. And we'll be back after this very short break.